welcome guys. Can you find me now? Somehow I got in here and messed up the settings to Facebook. If you can see me, if you don't mind sending me a comment or a message, so maybe I can see that you guys are out there. Yeah, there you go, Dinah. I see. Okay. Well, anyway, listen, I am not a technical expert. I do not claim by any stretch of the imagination to understand how all this stuff works. And especially, the older you are, it seems like the more the difficult it is to run all this technical stuff. But we do the best we can. And I'll just start over. I was on YouTube. And if you get to the point to where you can't find me on Facebook, this thing's supposed to run simultaneously with YouTube. And I was actually broadcasting just a few months ago live. Mandy, I see you were on there. If you could send on your message a copy of the video, I'll try to play it later with the talk in Frankfurt at the Second Amendment rally. But anyway, let me go over real quick. I've done this before, but on January 20th, we spoke to the Fayette County GOP. On January 21st, we spoke to Kentuckiana conservatives in Louisville. On January 22nd, spoke to the Northern Kentucky Tea Party in Florence. On January the 25th, January 25th, we were at the Buffalo Trace Lincoln Day dinner, and I want to be perfectly honest, that didn't go over very well. We were only given 5 minutes to speak, and that just did not work. There is no way in 5 minutes that I can introduce who I am, what I stand for, and what Mitch has done to you as a citizen of the state of Kentucky and the citizen of America, for that matter. So from this point forward, if we're not allowed enough time to put our message forward, then we simply will not come and participate. I will say this, there's a whole lot of difference between running for the United States Senate from Kentucky than running as a state representative in a very small district. We have a lot of we've done a lot of research on Mitch McConnell's voting record, and we have a lot to say about that. We have a lot to say about what we stand for when we become your United States Senator. So if we're not allowed to the time to do that, then, really, what am I supposed to do? Get up there in 5 minutes and introduce myself and say, okay, here's Wesley Morgan, a former Kentucky State Representative running against a 35-year senator. Well, that doesn't go over very good at all. You would have to say who you are, what you stand for, and you've got to be able to explain why that you would consider voting for me rather than someone who's been in the office for 35 years. You've got to have an opportunity to do that, and they did not give us an opportunity to do that. And I've emailed every single county in the state of Kentucky, asking them the opportunity to come and speak to them and to present our side of the story. And we still have an enormous amount of counties that absolutely will not allow us to speak. And though that is basically we're being obstructed by Mitch McConnell supporters who are chairmen of the party, and they're trying to keep the other members of the party from hearing our message. Well, think about that. The rules of the Republican Party of Kentucky states that the local, the party itself and the local affiliates of the party, the county GOP, should not take sides in a primary. That is absolutely not being followed. There's no doubt about it. It's been violated. And you have a lot of insiders who are trying to keep the people from hearing our message. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday. I probably should not have even done the broadcast tonight because that probably everyone is watching. For the most part, everyone's watching the Super Bowl tonight. So I probably won't go on the air since I've already wasted 15 minutes anyway by messing up the feed to the Facebook. But but I won't, like I said, I'll go over real quickly. On January 30th, we're in Taylor County at Campbellsville. Very good reception there. In fact, we had people come up to us and said, "You have opened my eyes. I had no idea. I did not know all this was going on." And I said, "Well, you know, it is, and here's the proof. And don't believe me. We've made footnotes and references to everything that we present, being Mitch's voting record, and say, here's the information. You go research it yourself. You don't have to believe me." And some of the things that he's done is a direct violation of your constitutional rights. Voted 6 times against the Second Amendment. Voted to make the Patriot Act permanent, that allows all this government surveillance and eavesdropping and stuff upon American citizens, but without a warrant. The Fourth Amendment of the Constitution requires that you have to show probable cause to get a warrant to search someone or to get their information. All this is being violated, all of it, and Mitch was right in there, had a big part doing it. Mitch, absolutely, he and Harry Reid did what they call the Smith Modernization Act, that absolutely reversed a law that was created in 1948 that allowed that prohibited propaganda from being used in the American news media, and they repealed that. They repealed it and allows the government to use propaganda against its people. Well, where in the world would a United States senator do that? I mean, he's obviously not for us, but of course he's not. Mitch McConnell is a globalist. Let's just face it, he is. He's a member of the Council of Foreign Relations, and he's more interested in turning the sovereignty of the United States over to the United Nations than he is keeping America independent, sovereign, and safe. So I have a real problem with Mitch McConnell. I don't know how anybody can support him. After Taylor County on January 31st, I spoke at the Second Amendment rally in Frankfurt. I spoke about 35, 40 minutes, did a very good presentation there, or at least the crowd seemed to believe it was a very good presentation. And I had a tremendous amount of people come up to me, get cards, get how to contact me, how to join this campaign, because they know what an issue or what a problem we're facing with Mitch McConnell, and he has got to go. So, and then I've asked Mandy here to send on her. Let's see here if she did that. I haven't seen it yet, but you can go on my Facebook page, and Mandy had taken and she video recorded the speech, and so you can actually watch it there. Hi, Linda, how are you? And Dinah. Donalyn just got Donalyn Sizemore. She did want a big Harley Davidson motorcycle in Virginia and just went and picked it up today. So I'm sure she's tickled to death. And let's see here. Like I said, guys, I'm not really good with this thing, but we'll do the best we can. I'm trying to find a way to turn this off, and I have not found that just yet. And a lot will turn the whole show off, so I guess I better just stick with that. If I could clear this, it would be great. But I'm learning this a little bit at a time. Frankie, how are you? Let's go to what's coming up on February the 6th. We're going to Metcalfe County. We'll be speaking there Thursday night. On February the 10th, we're going to be in Nelson County, and it's got somebody else to see here. I'm looking for that show. Trying to break through the algorithms. Well, we have all kinds of problems with this social media stuff, and they're doing this to us on purpose, and it's a shame. It really is. It's absolutely a shame that no matter what we do, it just seems like it just gets worse. But we do the best we can with what we got to work with, and well, I hope y'all still there because something just happened. It just went out. So not exactly sure what, but I I'm going to call it quits for tonight because I'm having too much problems with the technical aspect of this, and I sincerely apologize to you. But like I said, I am not a technical expert by any stretch of imagination on how to do this. Just go to morganforsenate2020.com, but go to our Facebook page, Morgan for Senate 2020, or go to my personal page, Wesley Morgan, and you'll get a lot of the information that we were doing this time. And like I said, I sincerely apologize, and I will hopefully work out what is wrong here, and I will try to get. I have to get someone to help me with this to do this broadcast, and hopefully by next Sunday, maybe I can have someone who is running the technical aspects of it while I'm talking. Also, I just want to let you all know that I believe it's February 23rd. I won't be doing a broadcast on February 23rd because my wife had got me some tickets for the ABBA concert at EKU, and it's on Sunday night. And being my age, I was a big ABBA fan back in the 70s. So I appreciate everything. I will try to keep you all advised of what's going on. We've had a tremendous amount of people who's volunteering to help the campaign over the last week. And we just keep adding more and more and more people in more and more counties that want to see us make it in this campaign. So I'm going to end that there. And sorry, Mandy, I couldn't figure out how to get your. I guess I could move it to another one, but I cannot seem to get it to leave, and I don't know why that is. Why I can't get it to. Okay, I got it, I think. And that. There you go. Took me forever, but I finally learned it. So let's go back and let's watch. Let me tell you something before we get off. I watched the first Super Bowl I believe it was 1967, the first one, and I had never missed a Super Bowl, never. And then the players started refusing to stand for the flag and for the national anthem, and I literally quit watching the NFL. And last year, I refused to watch the Super Bowl. It's the first time I had missed the Super Bowl since the first one. And I've been mixed on it this year because they had denied some advertisement for I believe it was an abortion thing, and but they'll allow any kind of other trash to be on there. So I haven't watched it tonight, and I'm not really sure where I'll even look at any of it or not. But I'm not going to support anything that is not, the right thing, whether it be God's law or the Constitution of the United States, or the right thing to do for our country. And if somebody is trying to bring our country down, I'm not going to support them by any stretch of imagination, whether it be financially or buying their products or watching their performances. If they're against America, I'm against them. So I'm going to end it tonight because I have not done a good job of doing this show, and I certainly apologize to you because I know a lot of you guys follow this, and I know that you come on to hear and see what we got to say, and I've let you down tonight, and I certainly apologize. So I'm going to end the show there, and thank you guys a lot, and hopefully I'll get my problems worked out and make this a little bit better for you next time. Thanks. See you. Bye.